Do you listen to your mood or your mission? Answer a few of the following questions. Do you work out on a planned workout day, or does it depend how you feel? Do you check off your daily tasks, or does it depend on your mood? Do you lie in bed all day, sleep in, watch TV, or do you do the tasks you've set out for yourself to do? Think about those questions. How you act and how you react to your feelings determines whether you listen to your mood or your mission. And if you listen to your mood, you will not accomplish your mission. Now, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. For much of my life, I've admittedly allowed my mood to dictate my actions. And it hasn't hurt me all that much because I usually have a good, driven mood. When I was driven, I'd work long hours and get a ton done, which would allow those periods where I wasn't feeling it to not be too detrimental. That said, how cowardly. To think about where I could be now if I acted as I now do, actually better than I now do, is painful. Those many days wasted could have resulted in more books written, skills developed, and adventures had. But I let my mood dictate my actions. For years I did that. If I was lethargic or feeling lazy, I'd do a minimal amount of work with a maximal amount of breaks between said work. I let feelings and moods get in the way of my mission. And for years, I didn't really know how to fix this weakness. I thought success and accomplishment was dependent on motivation. It isn't. Motivation is a lie. It's an emotion. And emotions don't always tell the truth. Quite often, they get in the way of the truth. The truth is what we have to do. And what we have to do shouldn't be dissuaded by emotion. So, I simplified. I focused on writing down one important task every day and doing it. It didn't matter how I felt, or what I felt like doing, or if I was sick, or if I didn't sleep the night before, it got done. After doing that for a while, I added another task. And now I add a usual amount of tasks of 2 to 4 per day that I have to accomplish. I'm very imperfect. I still revert back to old habits every now and then, but I try not to let thoughts of any kind get in the way of what must be done. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad thoughts. I've already thought about what I need to do. I plan my day the evening before. So I've put thought into the task and why it must be done. Why would I be thinking any clearer now? So, don't think, just do. This single thing has worked wonders for me. Thinking the night before, after a long workday, planning everything out, just after you've worked and you're clear about what you need to do, and then the following day, shutting your brain off about what you should or should not do, and just doing it. It's one of the many tactics I talk about in my new audiobook, The Lost Art of Discipline. You can pick it up for $2.95 at thelostartofdiscipline.com. It doesn't matter what the goal is, what industry you work in, what you're trying to accomplish depends on discipline. I lacked discipline, and to be honest, I still lack discipline. Yet, I wanted to accomplish a lot. The gap between where I was and where I wanted to be could only be bridged if I developed true discipline, both in how I thought and the habits I developed. And one of the most powerful tips or tactics that I've developed and that I'm developing, and that I'm working on developing, and that I'll always be working on developing, is shutting my brain off. Not giving a voice to the parts of my brain, the parts of my psyche, the parts of who I am that want to rationalize inaction. It doesn't matter if it's painting the front yard like I have to do today. Last night I sanded the railings because they are, I don't know, in rough shape. So I sanded them last night. Today I have to paint the railings. I don't really feel like doing it. But the day has been set, and if it's set, what you set out to do has to be done. The key thing is, too many people set a plan of doing 7 to 10 things in a day. That's way too much. 2 to 4 max. If you have one thing that you need to do to accomplish, to move your business forward, to move your life forward, just to feel like you accomplished something in the run of a day. I remember last Sunday, I needed to get my backyard renovated, excavated, whatever. I got a ton of bricks, gravel, laid it all out, made it a spot for my barbecue, did a ton of stuff, and that's what I needed to do to feel accomplishment in that day. But at the end of every day, we should feel as though we have accomplished something, and too often thoughts and rationalizations get in the way of that. So the action step moving forward is to plan your day after your work, plan tomorrow after today's work day. That's when everything you have done is fresh in your mind, and you know what you have to do next. Starting your day off by planning is so inefficient. You should start your day off by doing. We only have a certain number of decisions we can make in a day effectively. That's why guys like Steve Jobs and whatever Zuckerberg, they wear the same thing every day, or a variation of the same thing every day, so they don't have to make a decision about what they wear. You want to save that decision making for the important tasks, for doing the work, so it's the best work you could possibly do. So save yourself having to make decisions at the beginning of the day by planning the day at the end of the day. If it's your workout day, train. Don't think about it. Just do it. As an aside to working out, what I've done to ensure that I train when I need to train is I just work out every second day. Doesn't matter the split, doesn't matter what I'm trying to do in the gym. I need rhythm. So I work out every second day, like clockwork. Every second day. 4-day split, 6-day split. I just follow the workout every second day because I need rhythm. I like rhythm. I'm not going to work out every single day because I have other things to do. Mountain biking, fishing, hiking, all those things, those are on the non-workout days. I'm active, but every second day I'm working out. And that rhythm becomes habitual. Doing a 4-day split, taking 3 days off, it doesn't have the same rhythm for me. So that's how I get all my workouts done. And the results, to be honest, it's not going to make a big difference if you're going every second day versus 6 days in a week versus 5 days in a week versus 4 days in a week. The recovery is great, and the key thing is that you get your workouts done. So with that, head to the lostartofdiscipline.com. Pick up that audiobook for $2.95. It's super cheap. Trying to give it away, but I need to cover some costs. And I hope you got something from this podcast. Basically, to cap it off, my brain has gotten in the way of doing the stuff that I need to do. And I'm sure other people are the same. So think about what you have to do, and then don't let those thoughts get in the way of the work. They should not rationalize doing something else. Don't even give them a voice. Just do it. Try that for a while, and you're going to see how the power of momentum leads to results that you never thought possible. All right, man. Appreciate you listening. Talk soon.